Welcome back. So we are coming in for a second time today, and we are going to continue to do calls. So we did about 2 hours of calling earlier in the day. So that was the previous video. So now we're going to continue to make some calls. We are relentless. We need to be consistent. This is how we work out. We do our best work. We're following up. We are getting a hold of people. So watch today's video earlier to go into the mindset. We already talked about that. We have to condition our mind to go in and make these calls. So I'm going to pull up the first call here. And somebody we already have tried calling. The range here from Privy is 355 to 461, and the Zestimate is 385, way higher than 485. So way higher than Zillow. So rentometer is 2,300 for rent, and it's right now on the market. So let's see. She wants 485, non-negotiable. It says that has a 240K mortgage. The property has been listed. He is the one who listed it because he's a realtor. Okay. So let's see if we can find it on Zillow and see if it sold. Okay, so we are on Zillow here. Price cut. Not surprised. It's for sale now. Yeah, I think I remember this. Okay. Let's call and let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's see.
Hello, this is Orlando.
Yes, hello, Orlando. How are you? This is Ben.
Sam?
Ben, B-E-N, yeah.
Yeah, Ben, how you doing, Ben?
Doing okay. I'm calling about your property. You got listed at Mark Street.
Correct.
Yep. So we spoke. I think you spoke to one of my associates and stuff, and you are looking to sell it, but it's listed on the market, and you're the agent.
I'm also the seller. I own it. My wife owns 50 and I own 50.
You own 50%?
Right.
Okay.
And she owns 50, so.
I thought you were saying you own 50 houses.
Almost, not that many.
Not that many. How many do you have? How close are you?
Close. Oh, I need about 7 or 8 more. Something like that.
8 more. Well, that's great. You're doing fantastic, man. Yeah, that's good.
I'm just dreaming.
Uh,
So talk to me. Talk to me. What's in your mind?
well, I just had a few questions. So the property, I see that you cut the price $10,000 almost a month ago, about 20 days ago or so. And I'm just curious. I mean, I was looking at the pictures. I have it pulled up right now on Zillow, and it looks like a nice rental house.
It is. I had a renter all this time, but my wife and I decided to sell it. The tenant, we were sad to see her go, but you know, she was there for almost 6 years, 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a house that can rent anytime. I may have it in contract. I will know this evening.
Okay.
If I have it in contract, so whatever you and I talk is going to be a possibility.
Okay. No,
depending on what I see.
Sure.
I set the counter.
Yeah. Can I ask about the range? What kind of range you're talking about here?
Well, 475.
475. Okay. Okay. And okay, so you will know this evening. Okay, I understand that. How it looks like a nice house, nice rental, etc. What made you decide to sell it?
We decided to sell it because we want to take care of some business.
Okay, some debts and
So
stuff.
the best way to take care of our business would be to sacrifice that house, fix it up a little bit, and sell it. I have a gentleman that wants to rent it for $2,500. But I told him no, I want to sell it. So that's where I am.
I got you. Okay.
If you want to buy for a rental, I have a renter for you.
Okay.
If we happen to make a deal, because I will know, like I said this evening, if he's gonna go pending on a conventional loan.
Sure. Let me ask you, what do you have an estimated payoff amount, the mortgage payoff?
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the sale, with the purchase.
No, I understand that. Just like to kind of see what we are. No problem.
Yeah, no, we are where my wife and I want to be, and nothing is going to change our mind. Unless it appraises at 475 then, or 470, then I'll consider selling at the appraised value, but I don't think so. Not in that area. The location is perfect. It's schools around the corner. That's perfect family house. Perfect.
Gotcha.
If you don't know El Grove, you should take a drive there. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. I am familiar with the area.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
This is better.
Yeah, that's right. So
because you know what I'm telling you is the truth.
Yeah, I like it. It's a nice area. Yeah. Okay. Well, would you it's a little bit early, so how about we do this? How about I can either follow up with you tomorrow or the next day, and let's see if that gentleman or that person you have interested, if they decided to move forward. If they didn't, I'd like to continue to talk about it and see if we can move forward. So let's stay in touch. Let's stay in communication.
How do you want to move forward?
I am saying like if the person that you have does not move forward, then you give me a call. You let me know.
Okay. Why don't we do something? Since I have you on the phone right now, why don't you tell me what your plan is so I can tell you if we can continue the conversation, because if I don't like what you tell me, I will continue, leasing the property and not worrying about anything else.
Okay, I
But
understand.
if you and I agree on something, and I decide not to go with them for whatever reason, then I will tell you, okay, you're, or better off. Why don't you do like anybody else? Why don't you present your offer? That way I can say I have multiple offers. That'll be the best way to go.
Yeah, that's a fantastic
the best way
idea.
for you as well. Write your offer. I'm speaking as a realtor right now, not as a seller. Write your offer, and then I'll present it to the boss.
Sure. No, I understand that. No problem there. Let's see here. Let me look at something real quick.
And if you don't have a realtor to present the offer, then I'll be happy to present the offer for you. You tell me what you want.
You're a quick one. You're a quick one.
Hey, this is you have to be all in it or get out.
That's right. Yeah. So
what to say, if you lose, you lose.
Yeah, I mean, I could do around 470 if you're interested.
Like I say, do you want me to write the offer for you? Send me your information, and I'll be happy to write it.
No, let's do this. I mean, I want to tell you that now because I want you to sort of think about it. One thing that I always tell people is cash is not a problem, but it's gonna typically be our lowest offer, as you know. But we can, if the price is important to you, like 470, 475, if that's what's important to you, we can still make it work. But I have to work on it a little bit. Cash is like I said, not an issue either. So let me just kind of work on how I can work on a couple scenarios, and then I'll give you a call back. Say, give me some time to do that. So I give you a call back, say by next week, and then we can have a more substantial conversation, and then by then we'll know what this what this buyer that you have is going to do as well.
Okay. Why don't you give me a minute? Let me have a couple of words with my wife, and I'll tell you what our answer would be.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. I'll hold. No problem.
Okay.
So I just wrote the notes on here, and I have him on mute over here, just kind of waiting for him. I just wrote, really nice guy, but no flexibility, an agent. So he sort of knows what he's doing. So I'm just gonna have him as a follow-up for later.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you say the name was? I'm sorry.
Ben, no problem. Ben.
Yeah. Ben. He was be like a boy?
Yeah, B-E-N.
Like
Yeah.
Benjamin.
Yeah, Benjamin. Yeah.
Benjamin.
I like the Benjamins on the $100 bills. You know, those are called, we call them Benjamins.
Yeah, we all love that.
Yep.
Okay. We will consider cash for 70.
Okay.
Yeah, that way you can talk to your partners and say, okay, yeah, we can do this, and the price is firm.
Okay.
You know, and but yeah, like I say, I will know for sure this evening if the people that we're dealing with are gonna come through, and if they are, then they'll have to, you know, say, I'm sorry, I cannot.
Yeah.
But if they say, if we decide that you offer it better, once I have it in writing, of course, because right now, you know, we are having a conversation. I don't know you. I never dealt with you before, so I don't know if the word that you are telling me right now is going to stick 100%.
Sure.
You know,
no, I understand that. Yeah.
You know, seeing is believing. There is a lot of people that we have dealt with in the past. They say one thing, and then the last minute they change the numbers, and I never speak to them again.
Gotcha.
So,
understood. Yeah.
But by the minutes that we have been hearing each other, talking to each other, I think that you are a man of integrity.
I appreciate that.
I think that you are a businessman, and that what you say, your word is true.
That's right. I appreciate that.
You know, yeah. So that's what I convey to my wife. You know, because I have had other calls just like you. But then things change, and I can tell.
You can tell, yeah.
To the people.
Yeah, you can tell on the phone a lot. Yep.
Yeah, I think it takes one to know one.
Yeah, that's right.
You have to be like that in order to, you know. So, by that said, Ben, let me send you a text later this evening.
Sure.
In the evening, and I don't know if you have somebody to write the offer for you, but if you don't, I'll be happy to do it.
Yeah, and definitely. I mean, I'm always open to new opportunities. I love agents. I mean, there's a ton of investors out there that they can't work, they can't get along with agents. In my book, you know, we are all there's enough for everybody. You know, we can all have win-win situations, and we can work things out. That's right.
You know, it's a team effort. It's not just one guy
that's right.
has the money, thinks that he can do whatever he wants.
That's right.
It's a team effort.
That's right.
Without a team, you cannot go too far.
Oh, that's absolutely
right. You can do a
right.
couple things here and there, but then you're shutting the doors. You know, I have worked with a couple of people like that. Let me a quick story. I got this investor that I met in the court. I was bidding in a property, and I beat him. I outbid him, and we became kind of acquaintance. You know, we visited and we talked, and then I found him a hell of an opportunity in Antelope.
Okay.
A house that was on fire. He bought it for $237.
Oh, okay.
He sold it for $520.
Wow.
And when it came time to, after he finished the work and everything, he never called me to tell me, hey, it's ready, let's put it on the market. Because he told me, you know. And that's the idea. If I get you a house and you fix it up, I want to be the listing agent. That's the key of relationship.
Yeah,
you know?
That's right.
I'll do it for you and you do it for me. It's a win-win.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Exactly.
So when everything came down, when things came to push, I was searching for a house for my client, and I seen this house, and I go, I know this house. I check my records, and yeah, that's the house that I gave this guy for. You know, I gave it to him.
Yeah.
He's supposed to, you know, call me to list the house. And he got his body on the listing. So I said, didn't say anything. I didn't even send the offer. You know, and that was it.
Yeah.
That was the end of our relationship.
We are. All we have is our reputation, and we have to make sure that our reputation is important. Yeah, it's intact. That's right. And like the story you tell me, it makes me, okay, I want to know who he is because I don't want to do business with him.
I just won't tell names. I'll let people find out.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't tell names, but I'll tell you what, there is a lot of people out there that they promise one thing and they don't do it. But at the end, they are the one that lose because I continue being a realtor, but I'm the one that can keep any good deals that I can come up with.
Yep, that's right.
I'll either buy it myself or I'll get somebody else to buy it if I can, because not all the time I can do things.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, no, definitely, and we need to. Even if we don't move forward with the property, even if we can't find a good middle ground, I like to keep the relationship with you. Likewise, I appreciate the compliments earlier, first and foremost, and the same goes for you. Same goes for you. I like to. You're somebody I want to do business with in the future.
Well, I'm here. If I can help you any way I can,
you got it.
I help you.
You got it.
If I cannot do any good, I will do no wrong.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you got it. Well, I appreciate it, Orlando. You let me know. You text me later, and I'll be on standby. And then hopefully we can make something work out. And I appreciate your time.
Okay, Ben. Thank you for calling. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye. Biggest thing with that call is his compliments. He says, I can tell you're a businessman, a man of integrity. And that's what we want to hear from these cold calls. We want to hear that how we're coming across. This is feedback. Look, we can go, and I was given a lot of mindset, the video earlier today, so I won't go too much into it. But you will hear me repeat this over and over. And the people who will get value from these videos are people who stay and watch and just kind of do this with me. You don't have to sit and watch hours and hours and hours. I want you to do this alongside me. Pause the video when you have somebody on the line, and you're talking to them. And then you write your notes, you make your notes on the CRM, etc. And then you get off, and then you can play this again. Or continue playing it. He just texted me. So, but you will hear me say this all the time, which is we are marketing, right? So when we do acquisitions and when we are doing follow-up and making cold calls, that's marketing. We're just marketing, right? We are marketers by trade. We are marketers. Our product is real estate, or our product is taking people's money. So we can do flips or whatever. That's our product, right? Good return on investment. So deals in dollars, that's our product, right? That's what we buy and that's what we sell. So because we are marketers, and here's the problem with watching somebody and not taking any action. So a lot of you guys are going to be stuck not taking the right action. You may take some action, you may take, a little action. I want you to go through this for the next year. We're going to be here for a whole entire year, 1 year, 12 months, doing this every single week. And I guarantee you do that with me, you're going to have plenty of deals. All right. So, but that's one thing. But as we test our marketing efforts and our messaging and our scripts and our tone, our cadence, all of that stuff, as we test it, you cannot learn that. It's impossible, 100% impossible to know what the right approach is unless we actually do it, because the calls are our laboratory. We pretty much have we suppose we're going to have a certain outcome, but we don't know the right outcome unless we call. And I'm not talking one call. I am talking daily calls. And as we progress through the year, you will adjust and try this and try that until it starts going in and going in. And then finally it fits together with your personality, your delivery of the message. But you cannot get this from a video. So the only way you can get to a perfect fit is if you get on the phone consistently for 1 year. Give me 1 year. I know, listen, get rich quick stuff is all the rage out there. Listen, that's we do the boring stuff here. This is the welcome. My name is Ben, and welcome to the most boring YouTube channel that you will ever find, because we do the boring stuff. By the way, like, subscribe, share it, comment below, hit the notification bell. Anyway, this is the most boring channel because we just do the boring stuff. But the boring stuff is what gives you exponential growth, you know? So I'm not even talking linear growth. I'm talking exponential, because all of a sudden you will start getting calls, and people will call and blah, 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 and say, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Something happened in the market. Now they're ready, right? So that only happens if you are consistently tweaking and adjusting your message so that it starts to fit and it just feels right. And that's what you heard on that call. That's what he said to me. He says, you know, and that's the second person. You guys go back about 10 videos back, maybe 15 videos back, and I had a veteran in the industry, a mortgage broker, whose wife was a real estate broker, tell me that I'm going to do so well in this industry because I am good on the phones. That's my laboratory. That's the feedback. So it's a feedback loop. We put something in, and it's going to come back to us a certain way. And it's doing these feedback loops. Google it and just kind of study feedback loops. And that's all we're doing. We throw something out. So like this, what's the easiest way to get punched in the face? Okay, so I'm going to use an extreme. What's the easiest way to get punched in the face? Well, the easiest way and the fastest way is for you to go punch somebody else in the face, right? You put it out and it comes back in. All right. So they may not punch you in the face. You know, you try, you punched somebody in the face, and they maybe, you know, reacted back, and maybe they kicked you in the groin. Yeah, that could happen. You know what I mean? So, but now you know that. Sorry for the example, you guys. But now you know that you get a reaction. So in order for you to get a reaction, you have to take action. Get a reaction, you take action, right? So feedback loops, right? So you put something out. The only way you'll get good at your script is if you go out and start calling. That's your script. Call. Get feedback, and then you adjust, and then you start, you know, everything starts fitting in the right place. So let's make the notes. Well, I already did. Let me just add the remainder of the conversation. They want 470K cash. So obviously that is too much for us, comma, and he said he's got somebody else interested. And he is going to text me tonight to let me know if he's moving forward with the other buyer. But I could tell that he was trying to sell me on this house. So I will follow up in a couple of days to see what happened. Okay. So now I will move him out of this and put him on attempted contact. Okay. All right, so as you guys saw, that's pretty much a cold call. Okay, so yep, make the notes. So yeah, you guys keep pushing, keep doing it. Something will happen. Network. So the beginning of these series, the introduction series, which is actually, we have been doing this for 7 weeks, but this is week 6 because we had a week of introduction. Just me getting familiar with Facebook. I mean, with not Facebook, with YouTube, and then just kind of explaining to you guys what this channel was about and that type of thing. So we've been doing this for 7 weeks, kind of testing things out and all that kind of stuff. So let's see here. I think somebody replied. Yeah, so he replied. I'm just going to reply to him real quick. Oh yeah, he sent me his information, and he's a very nice man, and he just sent me a picture of him and his wife, and he's got a gorgeous wife. She's very beautiful, so that's cool. She's the mortgage loan officer. You just said. Oh, the super team. Cool name, by the way. I just texted him that. People love their names. They want to hear feedback. You want to hear feedback, all the time. So feedback is key to making the right adjustments, right? So we're just looking for feedback. We don't know what we're doing. We're new in real estate. We don't know what we're doing. So don't go on groups all the time and ask as much as as you call. So a lot of people make 10 calls and they go on groups and they share their feedback and stuff. And it's like, you don't get anywhere with 10 calls. You don't know how good your script is with 10 calls. Now you talk about 50 calls. I mean, those are two. Listen, I've made, since that guy told me that I was good on the phones, that mortgage broker, and to now this real estate agent gave me feedback that I was good on the phones. Though I've gotten 2 people to give me feedback on my calls that received a call from me, and they told me I was good. But it was the calls between the first guy and then now this guy is like I had to go through almost 100 calls. So you won't hear feedback directly, but it's great when you hear it. But you have to go through like 100 calls to get real feedback, and they're not going to tell you most of the time that you are good on the phones, but you can hear it. They'll tell you things like hey, it was nice talking to you. You sound really nice. Like I can trust you, and things like that. So and you heard that actually from Lean, a seller whom I have to call. And she was telling me that we made a connection and everything. She was flirting with me and all this type of stuff, which, it's, I take that as a compliment. Let's just put it that way. So not that I would do anything. I'm married with kids and everything. So I don't take it seriously, but get used to the feedback loops, study them, etc. So here's somebody else. We have not called this person before. So let's actually look up the estimates here real quick. So same thing, we just made our notes, and let me plug in my computer. We moved the lead from one stage in our CRM to another. And so now we're ready to move into the next lead. So let's do that now. So I'm pasting the address to realtor.com, and then I just put it on Zillow. Now I'm going to go to Privy, and that'll very quickly give me my ARV, estimated ARV. So I apologize for the noise in the back, you guys, but that's my children talking and playing. I work out of the house. I love being at home, being a dad, because I personally didn't have my dad at home when I was growing up. So I would have loved that. That would have been the greatest gift my dad gave me, is for him to be more available to me. And my kids know that they can knock on the door at any time if they really need me. If there's something, you know, that they need, they can come in. So if you ever see a child walking through that door behind me, apologies in advance. Okay, so we got 416 to 518 and a confidence of 4. Okay, and now we're gonna look at realtor.com, and they have 385. And now we're gonna go to Zillow, and they have, and again, I'm always looking also at, I'm looking at the comps, and I'm also looking at the rental. Okay, so that's very quickly, we can look at those two things and see if it's a good investment. Because again, the goal here is for you to buy your first rental property. But you're going to have to go through a lot of properties that are not going to be good rentals, and you still have to go through them. You don't just speak to the rental people; you speak to everybody. So, and your cash buyer might be looking for cash flow as well. So you have to look at the rental numbers. So his estimate 435. Realtor.com is 385, significantly lower. And the bottom estimate from the MLS is 416. So we have to buy this for about 400,000 or less. No, 385 realtor.com, but we'll see what they say. Rent is estimate 2381. An estimated refi payment is 2659, so it would not cash flow, okay, with those numbers. But those are just estimates. You have to call and confirm with the seller. Okay, property's in good condition, no repairs are needed. 442, well maintained, kitchen, bathroom updated, currently occupied by owner. Waiting for an offer to see when they're willing to sell. He hasn't thought about selling, however, will entertain an offer. Okay, let's see, let's just call. Let's try something new. Let's see if we can just say, hey, would you take 380? It's not going to work, but I just want you guys to see, because it does not work when you just call and present offers and stuff. You just have to get creative. All right, so
Hello?
Yeah, how's it going, Asim? Uh, I don't know if I'm butchering your name. A-S-I-M. Asim? Is it Asim?
Wrong number.
Wrong number. Oh, okay. Hang on. Okay, we'll try him again. He said I had the wrong number. I will try again. Don't get discouraged. Do it again. We move on to the next one. I will try again. Okay. Attempted contact. Move my there. Okay. All right. Okay. So I moved him from one stage in our pipeline to another. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. So yeah, let's keep moving. Dan Miller. He wants $1 million. I just looked at that. Let me just kind of paste this into, because I think it's a joke. So I'm going to just paste it real quick into Privy. And let's see what Privy thinks. Oh. It's still 8:07 to 9:47. Confidence is 5. Okay. My kids are so loud, you guys. I apologize. Confidence is 5, though. Okay, so I'm not even going to look at the rant here. Just want to go ahead and call and see what's going on. Daniel. That's one of the hardest things also. It's like when you don't know how to pronounce somebody's name. Hey, Daniel, how's it going? Good, good. Thank you for asking. This is Ben. We had spoken a couple of weeks ago, actually like almost a month ago, about your property on Earl Glen. And you had hung up on me. You know what I should have said on there? You had spoken about your property, and do you recall that? And that's it. Kind of like get him to do that. Put his mind to work. Hung up on me. Well, try later. It's not a good day unless you've been hung up on. Don't get discouraged, you guys. That's part of the job, part of the business. Who cares? You know what, Dan, you can hang up on me all you want. I'm going to call you back later. And I'm going to move on to somebody else now. You know what I mean? Like, who cares? No repairs needed on this one. Let's see. No asking price provided. Let's see. Okay, so confidence is 5 on this one. I already forgot all about getting hung up on. Who cares? I'm already on to the next property. Simple as that. Okay, so this one I think I will put on realtor.com. Let's see what it says. Okay, just move through these. These are your follow-ups, you guys. So make sure you do them. You follow up. When you just do cold calling, the reason I don't get the Mojo dialer busted out and start making a ton of calls is because most of them are going to be disconnected and things like that. So you're like waiting and you're not hearing conversations. So these, at least I know that somebody has connected with them. And so that's why I go through these in these videos mostly. Plus, I'm also showing you cold calling, and I'm showing you follow up. So I think you get a lot more value out of these videos if I am doing mostly verified numbers. Okay. 425 on realtor.com. Zestimate is 526 and 505 is from the MLS. So if you were to average all that stuff, I'm still at 475 for 450, to get a good deal. 425 really is to get a good wholesale deal. So let's try this. Go ahead, call, man. This is I've already moved on, I get 911 emails on my phone, my alerts. I'm always constantly looking at the alerts.
Hello.
Hey James, how's it going? This is Ben.
Ben, how you doing? I'm happy.
Yeah. Thank you for taking my call. Yeah, I was just calling you back. We had spoken about your property and a couple of weeks ago, and so it took me a while to get back to you, but I'm still looking forward to seeing if you're still wanting to sell it.
You mean
Alpine Drive?
Alpine.
Yep.
And no, I don't really want to sell it.
Okay.
I was interested in what the value was.
Oh, gotcha. So you just wanted to see? Yeah, I have no problem sharing the value with you. So the way we do it is I look at the MLS through a friend of ours who has a license. Then I look at realtor.com, which is pretty much belongs to all the National Realtors Association. And so I kind of just look at those comparables. And so, for example, realtor.com has your property at 425. But then a more accurate estimate from the MLS is going to have it at about 465. So that's pretty much. So I would just kind of take those two numbers and average them out to kind of give me an idea. So what do you think about that?
Well, I think that's a good method of getting, coming up with.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just interested in the value of it at this time.
Okay, gotcha. The Zestimate though, the Zillow has it at 526, which is, who knows how Zillow gets their values, but it's definitely not coming from the professionals, which are the realtors, So I'm not a real estate agent, so I get my data from people who are, but that's pretty much how it works out.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. You call it. Thanks so very much.
No problem. I appreciate you, James. Can I follow up with you later? Maybe at some point you might want to sell.
Yes, you can follow up. Not a problem.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, James, and we'll talk soon. Okay, have a good one.
Okay, sure thing. Bye-bye.
Thanks, sir. Bye-bye. And that's how you do a cold call. Boom. Are they going to live in that house forever? The answer is no, right? So at some point, they'll become a seller, right? At some point, they'll be motivated. But he was window shopping, that's for sure. He was for sure window shopping to see the value on his house. I told him somewhere between 450 or 475. $450 to $475. And he said makes sense. He was not really interested in selling, but I did check if I could follow up with him at a later time. And he said, yeah, absolutely. Kind of sounded excited about that. Okay, so yeah, we got one bad one, and then we got and those are pure, as you see, pure cold calls. That's how you do it. Just pretend like you've spoken to them before. That's it. Video is over. I gave you the biggest trick. Just pretend like you've spoken to them before and talk to them like you've known them forever. Those are the two biggest things in cold calling, and because the biggest barrier you want to overcome is when you're a stranger and you're calling them and they don't want to be bothered. No one wants to be bothered. And so, no one wants to be bothered. And so tell them that, so act like you know them and tell them, that you spoke before, and that's it. You'll get past that initial gatekeeping assistant they have up there in their mind, and you can say that if they do have a gatekeeper, you can say something like that as well. Just get past their initial lack of recollection, right? And so that scrambles their brain, it neutralizes them, and you get past it. To make the point. That's all you want to do. You just want to get past that point, and then it's all game over, because then you get them comfortable, you get them talking, make them laugh. Like once you get past that point and you start doing a little bit of talking, then look then at that point for something to make them laugh about. I didn't do that on this call. It was just very fast. But as you see, most of the calls I do that. So I hope you've liked this video. Like, subscribe, share it, comment below. Let me know what you think. We made the comments here. Now we're moving this lead to future follow-up. 90-day follow-up. Just put it right there. Okay, so all right. So yeah, like, subscribe, and we will be talking in the next video. We'll see you next video. Thank you for tuning in. Make your calls. Just because I'm not making videos, you know, you go make your calls. Come back tomorrow, the next day, whenever we release a video. Come back and keep doing the calls. Go back on the playlist. Go back to the early videos and just keep playing those videos, and you know, make the calls with me, alongside me. If you need any help, if you want me to make calls for you, let me know. If you want us to generate some leads for you, you let me know, or just offer you my insight, resources that we may have, etc. Whatever you need, I'm here to help you out. Let me know, and talk to you later. Have a good one. Thanks. Bye-bye now.